Okay, so let me take like maybe 2 minutes to explain to you the process of forming a political party in Kenya. You go to a majority of counties, that is 24 counties, to collect signatures of registered voters who must be in the voter register. And those become your members. You know, that is the process. Only natural persons, citizens of Kenya with a national ID, are eligible to vote or to be nominated to run for public office. You're right. They amended the law. And I think partly that's what Jimmy was speaking about. But for personal interest and personal preservation. Now, because of the impunity in this country, people tend to be blind on some of the things that they do. It exposes their ignorance about matters law. And if we had a proper IEBC that follows the rule of law, there is no way a candidate from a party, coalition party called Azimio, could have gone beyond the office of the registrar of political parties. Because for a party to nominate a person, let's in this case call a person, but it has to be a natural person, you must be able to vote. Now, what is the membership of Azimio? The membership of Azimio are the various political parties. So if Azimio wanted to nominate a candidate, it can only nominate that person who is a member of that party. And the member of Azimio is not living persons. It's corporate entities called political parties. So I have no problem if Azimio were to give, say, NAC Kenya a certificate to go and run, or ODM to go and run. I had no problem with that, but they gave the certificate to a natural living person who is not a member of Azimio. Am I making sense? Why? I know it's difficult for you guys to comprehend this because... Yes.
Let me explain to you, using the company law. If you form a company yourself, then you go and buy shares in East African breweries, for example, or another listed company. Using your company, not yourself as a person, you don't become a shareholder of East African breweries or that other company or Safaricom. Essentially, when you're not a member in that company, you cannot go in a shareholders meeting to vote. If you go on behalf of your company as a proxy. And that is why you see in the Political Parties Act, coalitions do not field a candidate. Because the Constitution under Article 99 and Article 37 only envisages candidates from political parties and independents. You remember when they closed the register on March 26, you could not hope after the nominations to another party. Azimio had no register to close because its membership is corporate, meaning these are legal persons. Once they are legal persons, they can't run. So the question here is, when we went for nominations at the Bomas, the first desk, you are providing your ID. They verify you have the original ID. They check on your face whether you are the same person, they confirm. The next desk was the registrar of political parties. They enter your ID number and see Ekuru Aukot is in third way, Miruru is in third way. Then the proposers and seconders the same way. So how did he establish that Raila Odinga was a member of Azimio? Because he's not. He's the party leader of ODM. We agree that ODM is a member of Azimio, but him as a person cannot, through a corporate entity, become a member of Azimio. Are we together? No. Huh?
What you are talking about is there is a political coalition, then there is a coalition political party.
Okay.
Azimio is a coalition political party, and that's why Raila is running as Azimio presidential party.
Let me explain to you.
Ruto is running under UDA, but is under
Yes, that is true. Let me explain to you here. Coalitions do not field candidates. They have never done that. Even in 2017, Raila Odinga ran on ODM ticket. Kalonzo was on Wiper. Are you getting me? Because political parties are the ones which field candidates, because the Constitution has only two kinds of candidates. So now Azimio is both a coalition and a political party. The problem here is, once you are in another party, you cannot be in two political parties at the same time. That is the law. You cannot be a member of two political parties at the same time. So when we are explaining this is that, if you are a member of ODM, you cannot be a member of Azimio by law. You must resign from one party. So there is no way a party, especially where you are not even registered as a member, you can use it to run.
It's common sense.
It is common sense because you can't be a member in two parties.
I think that's clear. Now, I think you're seeing the problems we're having. When you are using different parameters over the same matter, you raise questions about impartiality, about the rule of law and its application. Now, Emmanuel, you asked me a question. Let me ask Willis, my good deputy, to answer.
Let me say this, Emmanuel. As I said, we are a country of rule of law. IBC has applied the law on university graduates since 2013, and they cleared candidates. To confirm their position, they went to the High Court